There's vintage kind of old school Powell, and there's the more cooperative Powell now. This is the most cooperative she's ever been under duress. But we also know how she sounded when she did provide testimony, which is different, of course, than some Trump aides who took that fight all the way to court, Bannon and Navarro. She did provide testimony in the Jan 6 House probe.
He asked Pat Cipollone if he had the authority to name me special counsel, and he said yes. And then he asked him if he had the authority to give me whatever security clearance I needed, and Pat Cipollone said yes. Cipollone and or Hirschman and whoever the other young man was said, you can name her whatever you want to name her, and no one's going to pay any attention to it.
Now, that's one lawyer describing what another lawyer said, and best we understand it, and the committee spoke to this, much of what she said about those details they found useful. They found it reasonably credible. The question then becomes, will she be forthcoming, and will this be the same type of Powell when prosecutors want to pin down more details on Trump? Because remember, there's what happened, and there's also why it happened. Did you do the bad thing, and why did you do the bad thing? And to prove a case against anyone, and especially a former president, where juries might give an extra amount of deference as a human matter, they're not legally supposed to, but let's live in the real world, it's very important for prosecutors to prove that why. And we've heard in many cases Trump and his lawyers, when he is caught really pinned down on the bad thing, whatever it might be, whatever case, say, well, even if the bad thing went down, that wasn't his criminal intent. He was just relying on the advice of counsel.
What he's being indicted for ultimately is following legal advice from an esteemed scholar, John Eastman. Everything that Mr. Trump requested to be done was done with the advice of counsel, was done with lawyers giving him advice. You're entitled to believe and trust advice of counsel.
That is a current Trump lawyer, I should mention, who has been involved in the defense in the Jack Smith case, both the classified docs case and the coup case there. So he's also been poring over documents that involve Powell. And you heard the defense there. Powell's a Trump attorney. Her pleading right now and basically saying she will cooperate and that there were crimes undercuts that advice of counsel defense in the RICO case. Because she's convicted of one crime, she got out from the others. Her testimony can bolster the prosecutor's point that this was Trump's plot, that he had criminal intent, that he, they say, was informed on all of this and went forward to do it. Not the advice of counsel defense that he was just sitting around and lawyers did things or advised him to do things, and that is the way, the direction, right? Was it his intent to do it and it was a bad thing, like I said, or was it someone else's idea and then a lawyer who, yes, in government and other circles, you do listen to lawyers up to a point, said it into him? So no one knows whether Powell ultimately will be scorched earth, will be as tough as possible on Donald Trump. I want to be clear with you as we try to understand this. There are scenarios where someone can argue they're telling the truth and get away with sort of a broader version of it. In court, for example, the prosecutor says, well, did it then become clear that he was trying to steal the election? And they say, look, I don't know. I can only tell you this, this, and that. And other people who would give more forthcoming testimony say, well, that was my understanding. Seemed like he wanted to steal the election and he knew exactly what he was asking. We don't know which exact Powell we will get, but we do know all the pressure is on her to fulfill her plea agreement, not to break it.